Hello everyone, welcome back, Severtus here, coming back with part 6 of What If Deku Had Cremation. Now where we last left off, Izuku has meet up with the team that Finn has collected, and the team that Finn, collected from other people, which is Red X, and also King Shark and Smile. Those three vigilantes are the ones that Finn normally, know by accidents and has, asked them to join his mission with Izuku to capture Dabi. As after that, Red X preparing a plan for the team to go into separate places. Izuku go with, with the Atawe or, King Shark into an underground fighting club, and after a couple of matches, Izuku just watching a couple of matches and King Shark doing some his own matches, Izuku gone against one of the villains that call himself Wind. Izuku in that fight has forgot what happened to him because for some reason his body engulfed in cremation as he didn't even feel the heat. He just defeated Wind with all his power, but after that, all Allah he used a lots of oxygen which make him very weak. In the end, Dabi seeing that Izuku was there, he jumped down and started fighting him, but Izuku couldn't fight, so Atawe jumped down and started fighting against Dabi. In the end, Izuku and Atawe leave the place after Dabi has run away. Izuku, go back into the hideout after everyone came back, and he, waking up in his bed with bandages on his body and an oxygen mask on his face. As Finn and Atawe, sitting by his side, telling him about what happened and everything. Finn telling Izuku to rest for the next day. Izuku thinking about what Dabi told him, that he know exactly what happened between him and Endeavor. Izuku really doesn't know, but he just shake the thought out of his head and sleep. As we continue the next day, as Izuku waking up from his bed with with his bandages on his body. He's right now without a shirt, just his pants. As Izuku, taking the oxygen mask out of his face and, try to stand up. As he look at himself in the mirror, he see a couple of, burns on his body. The normal scar on his left arm and a couple of other things. As Izuku said, well, a couple other scars to put into my count of scars that I have. But I really need to know what's wrong with that Dabi guy in Endeavor. Where's Finn? I need to see where is Finn right now. As Izuku, taking his blue t-shirt and get out of the, his room, as he is seeing the hideout. Red X on the computer searching for Dabi. Well, Atawe and Finn just playing video games, and Smile is just, fighting a robot in the fighting arena. As Finn seeing Izuku, getting out of his room said, "Oh, hey Izuku, good morning." As Atawe said, "Atawe wins." As Finn said, "Yeah, good job, Atawe." And after that, Izuku said, "Good morning, everyone." As Smile, said, "Oh, hey there, Izuku." As after that, he got a solid punch directly into his face, throwing him into a wall. And, smashing so hard into the wall. As Izuku said, "Smile, are you okay?" As Finn said, "Don't worry about it. Just look at that." As after that, Smile get out of the wall. Get out of the wall. As he said, "I didn't even feel it." As Izuku said, "What? He got such a very strong punch. How he didn't?" As Finn said, "It's just his quirk." As vigilante name. Smile, quirk, absolute absorption. He can absorb any damage that has been thrown at him and send it back on his, opponent. He can also put that energy that he collected from the punches and hits of his opponents and, put it inside a weapon and hit them even stronger using that weapon. And that's why he always carrying his metal bat. As Smile take his metal bat and immediately jump into the arena, smashing the robot into pieces. As Izuku said, huh, so that's why you take him with us. He have absorption. As Finn said, yeah, it's strong absorption. He will be such a helpful, friend in the fight against Dabi. As Smile jump out of the arena and go to Izuku as he, pump fist together with him and said, heh, yo, what's happened between you and Dabi that day? I really want to hear the story from you. Because I really doesn't understand a fucking thing out of Atoe. He just acting like Atoe attacked that and Atoe attacked this, and friend has got hurt and things like that. So, can you tell me the story? As Izuku said, alright. And Izuku, explained the story to Smile and everyone. As Smile said, huh, so you gone insane? Great. As Izuku said, I really doesn't know if I got insane or something like that. I just didn't even feel the cremation burning me. I just stand there without any feelings. All what I was thinking about is just defeat him. Just defeat him. As Smile said, ooh, scary. I like it. Alright, I'm gonna go destroying some robot and turning them into just basically dust. You enjoy your breakfast, Izu, bro. As Izuku hearing that name, he said, what did you just call me? As Smile said, Izu, bro, what's wrong with that name? As Izuku, remembering Kirishima as he looked down, smiling, saying, nah, nothing. There's nothing. As Finn said, oh, I know what you are all about. As Izuku said, shut up, you Finn. As Finn said, alright, Alfred, can you get some breakfast for Izuku? As Alfred said, right away, Mr. Finn. And after that, Finn said, so, are we gonna do today? As Izuku said, I need to know what's happened between Endeavor and Dabi. He was always acting, saying that I know exactly what, happened between him and Endeavor, and he just acting so weird. I really need to know what's happened there. As Finn said, alright, then let's go and, infiltrate his own, his own, what was his name? Agency. How about that? As Izuku said, maybe you're right. As Ataue said, can I come? As Izuku said, but Ataue, you are a shark. They will gonna know you. As Ataue said, I'll wear a disguise. As Finn said, oh, really? A disguise? What are you gonna wear, Ataue? As Ataue said, a fake mustache. As he, put his finger in front of his nose, as Izuku said, I doesn't think that will work. As Ataue said, alright, friend. As Finn said, alright, Izuku, maybe you should change your hair color because people are gonna know you. A kid with a green hair and blue eyes, they will gonna know you very easily. As Izuku said, so you want me to dye my hair? As Finn said, yeah, maybe dye it black. Alfred, as Alfred come and said, yes, Mr. Finn. As Finn said, get Izuku into, take Izuku and dye his hair black, would you? As Alfred said yes and said, this way, Mr. Midoriya, as he take Izuku, privacy and start dyeing his hair black. And when he get out, Finn said, now you're looking much more great like this. I would not recognize you that easily now. So, let's go. Red X, what's the plan? As Red X said, well, the plan will be easy. Since Midoriya here was an old, an old student of Endeavor, he will be such useful, lots of useful information for us. After Izuku told me everything that he know about, Endeavor Agency, I managed to build a map and put some cameras there. So look at this, as he show a hologram out of the building, or the agency, as he said, now the agency are made out of like let's just say 20, which Endeavor would Endeavor be having an agency with a 20 floor or much more? I doesn't really know. Let's just say 30 floor. As Red X said, the agency are made out of 30 floor. Every floor have this big and giving details about about every floor as he said. And right now the 30th floor is the floor of endeavor. The whole floor, the whole floor is just for him and his place. He have his own place to read, his own room, his own you know desk and everything. And the information that we search about must be inside his computer. So we need to get into the floor number 30. As Izuku said, alright, so are we gonna attack at night? As Red X said, yes. And I would like Atoe to stay here because this is a mission that we will not gonna be easily able to take him with us. As Atoe said, alright, X. As Izuku said, I'm sorry, Atoe, that you will not be able to go with us. As Atoe said, Atoe, fine. Atoe happy that friend is gonna help himself. Friend don't get hurt. As Izuku said, I won't get hurt, Atoe. As after that, Smile said, well, what are we waiting for? Let's go hit that flame face guy. As Red X said, I said that we were gonna attack in the night. So calm down, you smile face. As a smile said, oh come on, Red X, you know that I can't hold myself. I want to hit someone with my baseball bat. As Red X said, so how about you just go and hit those stupid robots? As Smile said, they are so easy to defeat. I want something more solid. As Red X said, fine, fine, you asshole. I'm gonna fight you. As Smile said, yes, finally. And after that, Red X and Smile just fighting as in the night. As Izuku, wearing his hero outfit and his, oxygen mask, and, his hair is black after Alfred finally dyed it for him. As Izuku and Red X, Smile, and Finn are outside of the, agency in the night on another building. As Red X using, his, inside his mask is like, a zoom ability to see things from close range. As he, looking at the floor number 25. As, Izuku said, what are you seeing, Red X? As Red X said, looks like Endeavor have some heroes still in the agency even in this time. We will gonna have to take this slowly but surely. Let's use our... I have some, take this. As he, Red X gave everyone like a little device, as he said, put it inside, on your suits as a camouflage, device that he will gonna turn your clothes, invisible. As Izuku and everyone put the device on their suits, as they, press on it and turn invisible. As Red X said, now, keep in mind that you are invisible, not intangible. So try move slowly and don't make any sound and don't speak, alright? And after that, Red X and everyone just jumped down and start walking. As they got on the first floor, everyone just running left and right from every side of them. They just trying to move slowly but surely. Invisible right now. They are right now they are invisible. As after that, a couple of floors have come. As Izuku suddenly tripped, as before he managed to hit the ground, a Smile catching him. As Izuku looking up, Smile nodding with his head as Izuku stand up, and nod with his head, telling saying like thank you. As they continue, after that they finally got into the floor number 28, 9. As Red X speaking with them using like a little device in his, helmet to speak with them, like, and a little earpiece in their, ears, as he said, very with a low voice said, "All right, Izuku, you will gonna take care of here. Go there and see what's inside the computer, since you are know exactly what's there, because Izuku was training under Endeavor Hands, so he know that, the place very well." As Izuku nods his head and got into the elevator, as he right now got into the floor number 13, I mean 30, as the other three are just right now on the floor number 29, waiting for anything to happen, waiting for Endeavor. As Izuku, after turning off the cameras around the office, he turned his camouflage ability off and go into Endeavor computer, as he said, "Now let's see what's wrong between you and Endeavor, Dabi." As Izuku, got into the computer trying to hack into it using one of the devices that Red X gave him. After a couple of minutes, he finally got into the computer, as he said, "Bingo, now, what's wrong between you two?" As he starts seeing the, you know, search about information in the files, as he find a photo of a kid with a, blue eyes and a white hair, as he said, "Who's this?" As he, reading a name, he said, Toya Todoroki, died, died in this time, and born in this time. Quirk, Cremation, as Izuku said, Cremation? His quirk is Cremation. So, that's what he was meaning by, "My son have the same quirk as you." But, who is his? If this Toya Todoroki is dead, then who is Dabi? As after that, Izuku, just looking down, he see other, things like times that Endeavor have hurted his family, times that he was, training, you know, Todoroki to be better, or training Shoto to be better in everything when he was a child, as he, seeing Endeavor, screaming at, Todoroki while he's on the ground saying, "Come on, stand up. You will not be able to defeat All Might if you were just that weak." Toya was weak, and he look what happened to him. He died. As Todoroki is just crying. As Izuku said, "Is he really doing this to Todoroki? So that's why he hate me, and that's why he hate Endeavor." But what's about Toya? I need to know more things about that. As he, starts searching about some other files, he finds files about dead bodies burned by blue flames and things like that. As he said, so Endeavor was searching about this. Looks like he interested in this quirk that called Cremation. But there's something missing. I can't find it. As after that, Izuku, by accident find another, video, as he said, "Wait, this video, what is it?" As, he see the video. It's of a burning house. As he watching it, he's, the firefighters are, uh, I mean, one of the people there were, yeah, making a video, as he hear a sound saying, "There are still two kids inside that building. We need to save them." As Izuku seeing Endeavor jumping inside. As after a couple of, seconds, he get out with one kid, which is Todoroki. As Izuku said, "Todoroki." So he saved his son, but what's the other kid? As after they turn the fire off, they doesn't find anyone, and the firefighters come to Endeavor and said, "We're sorry, Endeavor, but your son Toya, he's dead." As Endeavor, trying to act sad. As Izuku said, "He died? Wait a second. He died? But no, can it be? Wait, I need to watch it." As Izuku rewatching the video, seeing how Endeavor saved Todoroki and how he wasn't even, you know, acting so, acting like he's even give a shit. As Izuku said, he left Toya to die. He left him in the building to die. Is he really serious? He left his own son to die. Wait, that means if he was always acting with his family like an asshole, and Toya is dead, does that mean is Dabi is Toya Todoroki? And after that, the door of the elevator opened up, revealing Red X without his camouflage ability, as he said, Midoriya, get out of here! As after that, from the window, Endeavor came in as he said, So, you are here, finally! As he threw a big beam of flames at Izuku. Izuku wasn't able, to react in perfect time. Red X throwing like a device making a shield in front of Izuku. As he started throwing like a little, those little things that Batman normally, throw, but they are on the shape of an X. As he thrown them at Endeavor and, explode them in Endeavor face, throwing Endeavor, on the wall. As Red X said, Endeavor has founded our, we have been founded out, Izuku. Let's get out of here. As Izuku said, yeah, right, let me just take this information. As Izuku put this information, what he heard on the a little USB, as Endeavor said, come back here. As after that, he fly at Izuku. Izuku throwing a wall of cremation. Endeavor getting, right through the wall and got hold of Izuku as he get out of, and the window, as right now he's flying with Izuku on his hand, as he said, you brat, you are the, you will always lying to me, you are Toya, right? As Izuku said, damn it, why everyone is so hating me this much? As he immediately engulfed his body in flames and throw Endeavor away as he starts flying on his own. As he said, for God's sake, I'm not the one that burned those people. As Endeavor said, shut up, Toya. Why are you doing this? You are ruining my reputation, you brat. Because of you, people start thinking that I am the reason for all of this. As he immediately started throwing fireballs at Izuku, as Izuku said, I'm not your fucking son! As he throw, two cremation tentacles in his hand, and after that he do a backflip and throw Endeavor at the building, as he said, you are the one that left your son to die, Endeavor. I can't even believe that the person that I always admiring left someone to die. As Endeavor said, shut up, you still alive, you brat. As after that he go at Izuku throwing two fire spears, as Izuku dodging this and creating like two a great big how that a big I a big bird throwing it directly at Endeavor, cremation bird at throwing it directly at Endeavor, putting his hand in front of him to protect himself, but the bird just punch him with his head and his stomach, throwing him away. As Izuku after that said, oh, shut up, I'm not your son. As he started throwing, beams of cremation at Endeavor. Endeavor said, why don't you just give up and let me take you back? Maybe I can forgive you for all what you did. As Izuku said, for God's sake, why are you all just so simple-minded? As he immediately started, flying at Endeavor, throwing punches and slashes using, creating in his hand like a claws of, cremation. Endeavor started throwing more flames as he said, dominance burn! As he, burn like Izuku. Izuku creating like a shield of cremation in front of him to protect himself. And after that, Endeavor said, now, I will not gonna get easy on you, as he said, flame web, as he throw, like with his all fingers, throwing like 10 webs of, wrapping like webs of fire around Izuku, as after that he starts spinning around and throw Izuku into the sky, as he said, absolute burn, as he throwing even much more hotter flames than his last attack, as he, burning directly Izuku up in the sky. And after that, when Endeavor stopped throwing flames, he doesn't see Izuku up in the sky or anywhere, as he said, where is he? And after that, he hear a sound of fire burning behind of him as he spin around, seeing Izuku, but Izuku's whole body is just on flames, and not any normal flames, on purple flames, as Endeavor said, what the? And after that, Izuku immediately, like, dash at Endeavor as he looking directly in his eyes with a purple eyes, as Endeavor is quite scared. Izuku looking at him directly, with his body just burning. He seemed without any feelings. He seemed that he just so emotionless as Endeavor just standing there looking directly in Izuku's eyes, seeing the flames as he said in his mind, what's wrong with him? He suddenly changed, and what about this purple flames? As after that, Izuku said, burn, as he put his hand on Endeavor's chest and throw a beam of purple flames at his chest, throwing him away, burning a building behind Endeavor, turning the building into lava, and killing a couple of people inside the building as Endeavor, fall on the ground, breathing heavily because he feel like he just smells something. He's like poisonous gas, as Endeavor just breathing heavily, saying, what's this? As Izuku, jumped down from the sky with his body just burning in purple flames as he just walking calmly towards Endeavor, saying, burn until the last piece of you. I will gonna burn this world down into crisp. No one will gonna leave this place. I'm gonna turn this planet to another sun. And I'm gonna start all of this with you, Endeavor. So you should be happy. You'll be the first person to die under my hands. Well, technically, I doesn't really know the number that you are right now in. But anyways, you should be so happy. Now, please, just don't fight it. Let the flames eat your body. Give in to the heat of hell. Give in to my flames. As Endeavor is scared of what Izuku's just saying, as he said, what the hell is wrong with his kid? He's looking like a demon. As the flames on Izuku morph themselves into the kind of, wings and horns on his head. As after that, before he throw the flames, All Might jump in as he throw a solid punch on Izuku's face. As after that, Izuku being thrown away, All Might said, young Midoriya, stop this right now. As Izuku come out of the wall and said, burn, all of you. All of you will burn eventually. If it wasn't gonna be in my hand, it will gonna be in another one hand. You will one day burn. The fire, the heat is the only thing that moved my body. And I will gonna burn this world into crisp. As after that, he put his hand together and said, diminish flames, hell burn. As he immediately throwing a big beam of purple flames at All Might. All Might jumping out of the way after taking Endeavor away, as the flames are just covering 3 buildings. The buildings just turn into lava as a black and purple smoke covered the area as people start, coughing and dying because of the smoke is like toxic. As All Might is just quite scared of this, as he said, what the hell is happening, Endeavor? As Endeavor said, I don't know. All Might, he's just acting weird. We should stop him. As after that, he said, leave me. As he, get out of All Might's hand and start flying. As Izuku, start flying with his wings. As he said, now, those people should be so happy. I was able to send them into the great flames. It's the same place that you all will gonna go eventually to, All Might. As All Might said, what's happening with you, Midoriya? As Izuku said, nothing happening with me. I finally believe in the flames. I have given into the power. I doesn't care if I'm gonna burn with it. I will gonna burn everyone. I'm gonna burn everything. I'm gonna turn this planet into another sun. And even if that will gonna mean that my body will gonna burn down, then shall be it. As after, he managed to throw another beam of fire, all of the sudden he just started falling out of the sky. As, his fire is just turning off as he start falling out of the sky, and Smile back before he, be able to hit the ground. Smile seeing him, he immediately, before that happening, he just was smashing his head into the wall and just punching the ground as he using that power that he got from absorption to jump after Izuku and got hold of him, as Red X and everyone just leaving the place before All Might and Endeavor could catch them. As Endeavor said, "What's happened with him?" As he doesn't speak with, a loud voice, he just speaking to himself saying, "What's happening with him? What's happening with you, Toya? I really wonder what's happened to you, but I need to put an end to you before you're ruining everything." As All Might said, "What happened, Endeavor? What that purple flames was?" As Endeavor said, "I don't know, and I'm really need to understand what's happening here. Now, let's get with the other, let's go back into the other heroes. I managed to capture the hero killer Stain, so that's a plus." As All Might said, "What do you mean that's a plus? Lots of people died, Endeavor." As Endeavor said, "We couldn't do a thing, All Might. Next time we should capture him before he could kill anyone else. Understand? Now let's just leave the place and go with the other heroes. I have some important things to do." As Endeavor and All Might just leave and go with the other heroes. As we cut into Izuku that right now he's unconscious. As Smile get Izuku back into the other members of team. As Fen said, "What's happening with Midoriya?" As Smile said, "I don't know. All of a sudden he just appeared with this purplish flames and around his body, and he just manifested like some sort of flame horns and wings, and he started flying and talking about that he will gonna turn this planet into another sun and burning everyone down into crisp, and that everyone should be happy that he will gonna be able to send them into the great flames." As Finn said, "I didn't understand a word." As Smile started to explaining slowly, and after that, Red X said, "We should send him into Tartarus. He's too dangerous." As Finn said, "Oh, come on, Red X. He couldn't control himself. Whatever is happening with him, maybe you're right. We should keep him a little bit, get him back into the hideout and see what's happening, but not sending him into Tartarus." As, Red X said he already killed a lot of people. As Finn said, "And you killed people too, Red X. So what make him better than you?" As Red X said, "I kill villains. He killed innocent people. Lots of innocent people." As Finn said, "I know that might be bad, but he couldn't control himself. It's not like he was the one in control." As Smile said, "Yeah, he wasn't. He was looking like he was in sleep mode or something like that. He was speaking like the demon of flames, and but damn, he was so strong." As after that, they just take Izuku back into the hideout and put them on, on the bed. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.